Do I have a take on the Chris Boys controversy? Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. First of all, I don't understand in a lot of ways the original piece that Boys created. Boys created this PDF to prove misogyny, to prove racism, to prove hate, to prove toxicity. Like, that's the thing he's trying to show. And the examples that he picked seemed so milquetoast and banal. I didn't understand why those examples were being used to try to prove the point. It's like, this is hate speech. It's so mild. It's so banal. It's so trivial. It seems like if this is what hate speech looks like, we cured hate, because this isn't hate. This isn't hate speech. It's not even, to my mind, close to hate speech. The number one thing that is like, the quotes in context, out of context, anyway, it's just like, it seems so, like, what are you even doing, man, was my overall take. I didn't get it. I mean, have you seen comments on the internet? Have you seen comments on YouTube? And how toxic they can be from time to time? And the examples that Boys picked were so like what are you even doing, man? I didn't think that his article, or his thing proved his own point. I thought it kind of proved the opposite. It's like, we want to take down these creators because of these comments. They're so throwaway. And I don't understand why he picked them in the first place. So that was the first thing. And then, of course, the way that he's reacted to my friends on social media has been inappropriate at times. Going to Nate's parents? Like, sins of the father, sins of the mother, corruption of blood? What the hell are you doing, man? Whatever problems Nate's parents may or may not have, how is that relevant to Nate? Except to disparage him by proxy. Like, what are you doing, man? This is what you called Nate not a lawyer, not an American? What? He's making false statements of fact, incidentally. So he is defaming these people. Because he's, not, it seems absurd. And it seems so catty. And so, I don't even know what the right words are. I don't understand what he's doing and why. I don't understand his original report, and I don't understand why he seems to think that all of LawTube is basically nothing but trolls or bad faith actors. This is an odd proposition. You have wildly diverse people in LawTube. You have wildly diverse characters, or people of different characters, I suppose is a way of putting it. People who have different characters. Their characters are different. Who they are as people is different. Wildly different experiences, wildly different legal experiences, wildly different real life experiences. And we watched the trial every single day. And a lot of us, myself included, didn't start with any animus against Amber Heard. As anyone who watched me and my coverage on Legal Bites is more than well aware of, I was going, my initial opinion, and my opinion for the first 3 weeks was that Amber Heard there wasn't enough there. I didn't start out with any sort of I didn't start with animus, and strictly speaking, I don't have animus now. I'm just forming my opinion based on the facts that were discovered at the trial, as one does. And not only myself, but everyone else who participated in those streams, well, almost everyone else, because I think Eric might have been on there, and he's not a lawyer, and Spidey was there, he's not a lawyer, but the vast majority of people who were there were lawyers, including myself, including Nate, including Rob. So not only are we factually informed because we watched the trial, but we're legally informed because of our experience and education and knowledge. And you have a whole bunch of different lawyers who are looking at this with a whole bunch of different experiences and a whole bunch of different personalities, or who they are as people is different. And eventually, they all came to the same conclusion. Can it really be that they're all trolls? Can it really be that they're all bad faith actors? Or is it really maybe an honest assessment of the situation and an honest assessment of what's going on? So I find his attacks on Nate's credentials, I find his attacks on Rob for speeding tickets to be kind of ridiculous. It's ad hominem, incidentally, on top of everything else, because it does nothing to attack the arguments. It's trying to attack who they are as people, which is also not great. So that's sort of what I think about the whole boys situation. I think the situation is completely ridiculous. I think his article was ridiculous. I think his thesis is ridiculous versus the evidence. I think that the examples he picked are so banal and basic and milquetoast and just basic playground sort of. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand on that basis why we're supposed to prevent these people from speaking, and why we're supposed to take down their social media. I don't understand his thesis.